Today we're diving into some mind-blowing facts about one of the most iconic companies in the world, Apple Inc. We all know Apple, they're the tech giant with sleek devices, iconic designs, and a cult-like following. But behind the polished Apple logo and those minimalist product launches lie some seriously interesting stories and hidden details. From near bankruptcy experiences to secret design choices, this video is packed with 10 facts about Apple that will completely change how you see the company. Make sure you stick around to the end because the last one is a real mind-blower. Hi, welcome to the channel. Here, we tell the stories of the largest companies in the world, who built them, how they started, and what they're up to these days. If you're into this kind of topic, make sure to follow so you don't miss any of the upcoming videos. Let's kick things off with the birth of Apple back in the days of floppy disks and dial-up modems. Picture this, 1976, Steve Wozniak, the tech whiz behind Apple's early computers, hand-builds the Apple I. This wasn't some sleek all-in-one machine like we're used to today. We're talking a motherboard, basically the bare bones of a computer. Wozniak decides to sell the Apple I, forget this, $666.66. Why the oddly specific price? Well, I've got a thing for repeating digits. I thought it would be easier for salespeople to remember. So there you have it, the first Apple computer, a piece of tech history, with a price tag that was as unique as the company itself would become. Fast forward to 1997, and things weren't looking so great in Apple land. The company was on the verge of bankruptcy, seriously. Their products weren't selling, their strategy was all over the place, and they desperately needed a lifeline. Enter their arch-rival Microsoft. The same Microsoft that was battling Apple for tech dominance in the 90s actually threw them a $150 million life preserver. This wasn't just a loan. Microsoft invested in Apple, buying shares and basically saying, "We believe in you." This investment sent shockwaves through the tech world, and it marked a turning point for Apple. They came back stronger than ever, and the rest is history. Since the late 90s, Apple has put an I in front of, well, pretty much everything. iMac, iPod, iPhone, iPad, it's become their signature. The I stood for Internet because, believe it or not, back then, having easy access to the Internet was a pretty big deal. But it also represented individuality, instruct, inform, and inspire. So that little I isn't just a branding gimmick. It represents Apple's focus on connecting people with technology, empowering them with information, and inspiring creativity. When you think of Apple, you probably picture sleek stores, bustling city offices, and maybe a giant spaceship-like headquarters. But there's another side to Apple's real estate that most people don't know about. Tucked away in Cupertino, California, is a 175-acre nature reserve. Thousands of trees, meadows, even orchards, a hidden oasis in Silicon Valley. It was a vision for the campus, a place for employees to find inspiration in the outdoors. Apple Park's Nature Reserve is a testament to that vision, a reminder of peace and quiet in tech. Let's talk about the Apple Watch for a second. When it first launched, some people thought it was just a fad, a fancy accessory, but not a real contender in the watch world. Boy, were they wrong. In just a few years, Apple has completely shaken up the watch industry. Apple is now selling more watches than the entire Swiss watch industry combined. It's a testament to Apple's ability to blend technology, design, and marketing to create products that people just can't get enough of. Today, the Apple Watch is more than just a timepiece. It's a fitness tracker, a communication device, and a fashion statement all rolled into one. Now, Apple is known for its sleek and stylish gadgets. But did you know they once tried their hand at designing clothes? Yep, you heard that right. Back in the 1980s, Apple decided to venture into the world of fashion with the Apple Collection. We're not talking about some high-tech wearable technology here. This was a full-blown clothing line, complete with windbreakers, baseball caps, t-shirts, and even tote bags. The collection featured bold colors, geometric patterns, and of course, the iconic Apple logo. Needless to say, the Apple Collection wasn't exactly a hit with the fashion-forward crowd. The Apple Collection was quietly discontinued, and it's now considered a collector's item among die-hard Apple fans. The iPod revolutionized the way we listen to music, becoming synonymous with portable digital audio. But here's the thing, the iPod wasn't actually Apple's idea. Tony Fadell had a vision for a sleek portable music player. He pitched his idea to companies like Real Networks and Philips, but they all passed. It wasn't until he walked through the doors of Apple that his vision found a home. Steve Jobs saw the potential, and the rest is history. Speaking of iconic Apple products, let's talk about the iPhone. Today, the iPhone is all about that sleek touchscreen interface. But believe it or not, in the early days of the iPhone's development, Apple considered using a very different design. Remember the iPod's click wheel? That iconic circular control that let you navigate through your music library? Apple actually toyed with the idea of using a physical click wheel on the iPhone. Thankfully, Apple eventually scrapped the idea, opting for the now ubiquitous touchscreen interface. It's safe to say that decision definitely paid off. Apple's commitment to the environment goes way beyond just slapping a green leaf on their packaging. Take their recycling program, for example. They've developed advanced robots like Liam and Daisy that can disassemble old iPhones and recover valuable materials for reuse. These robots are like something out of a sci-fi movie, and they're helping Apple reduce their reliance on mining new resources. But Apple's environmental focus goes beyond just recycling. They're also transitioning to renewable energy sources for their operations. In fact, many of Apple's facilities around the world are now powered by 100% renewable energy. We've arrived at the final fact, and trust me, this one is a doozy. Apple is notoriously secretive about its upcoming products, but they still need to test new technologies in real-world scenarios. The answer is as ingenious as it is deceptive fake products. Apple creates fake versions of their products, iPhones, iPads, and they disguise them to look like devices from other brands. And there you have it, folks. 10 incredible facts about Apple that you probably didn't know. From their near-death experience to their top-secret testing methods, Apple has a history that's as fascinating as their products are innovative. It just goes to show that even the biggest companies in the world have their own quirks, secrets, and surprising stories. So the next time you pick up your iPhone or walk into an Apple store, remember that there's a whole lot more to this tech giant than meets the eye. Which fact surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more awesome content. See you in the next video.